What is up, everybody? My name is Dan, and welcome back to the Insomniac Yacht Club. You join me where we left off here on the shores of Oasis, here in at the upper end of the Ankh region. And well, we've got to get on board and get underway. We can't even go to sleep yet because we've got some things to do. Specifically, we've got some missions to get underway, and we may have overdone it slightly on the missions that we're taking, depending on how you look at it. We took some missions that we don't know if we'll be able to complete them just by the amount of time that they are, but that sounds like a problem for later in the journey. So a problem for later in the journey it shall be. Because honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter if we're, well, it doesn't really matter too much if we're a little bit late in getting there. The big thing that we don't want to do, though, is we don't want to be too late. Because the missions that we have, I'll go over with you probably in the morning, but for the moment we do kind of need to get underway. We gotta make sure that we don't hit these pylons down here. There we go, we're good there. And then we need to get out there into the harbor, and then we basically need to go straight. We're down here in Oasis. We basically need to go straight northeast in order to get up to Aestrin. And who knows how long that'll take. So let's go ahead and get out of the harbor here, and we'll see what we can do. How's our telltales looking here? Nope, we're all the way zoomed in. Hold on. There we go. Oh, low key though, we might have perfect wind for the first leg of the journey, which will be very nice. Because the wind appears to be pointing directly where we need to go. And if that's the case, we are not going to complain. So let's go ahead and open the sails to the wind. Get some speed on us, we can have some maneuverability. I am kind of worried about that peninsula over there, so I don't know where it stops in the water, like where it starts to go down again. Let's come back out here. We need to open the sail up as well. Oh yeah, I know you guys can't see anything and I apologize, but I can't really do much about that at the moment. I guess you guys will have a filter on the video, so you'll be able to see more than our friends here on Twitch can. Alright, we've just about passed that area, which is kind of perfect actually. Because we can go ahead and start our journey here. There we go. And well, everything looks good enough, so we may as well put the sails down. Oh, we've got sorry, brain lag. The sails are crisscross from each other, which doesn't always happen, so that's kind of nice actually. A little bit more to the north. And let's see here. We do need to drink some water. Go ahead and do that. How many drinks are... Alright, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. And if we take one drink out of here... That did not work as I intended it to, but it's fine. I was trying to make the number in the barrel for the water even again, but... Doesn't matter too much, really. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna keep our course looking good, and I think I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll reconvene with you in case anything interesting happens. But until then, YouTube, I will see you in a couple of seconds here. Alright, wakey wakey. How are we looking? Oh, it's a beautiful sunrise. What time is it? Just after 6 o'clock in the morning. Perfect. Still gonna be a little bit dark for you guys, but that's alright. YouTube, welcome back. We've just woken up after a nice night's sleep. We've just seen, overnight, we just saw the lighthouse of the Oasis kind of fade from view there. It's already too far away from us. So the next bit of land we're gonna see is gonna be Fort Aestrin, the Fort Aestrin region, which will be a great time. because we've got some good trades there. So let me go ahead and walk you through what we've got on the boat, actually. So our big money mission right here is our gold Fort Aestrin, 1,325 crowns. And we've got sculptures, which 831 crowns. Mail, 718, which is a good amount. And then our trade receipts, we picked up 3 boxes of dates, because those should net us some good money when we're down in Aestrin. As you can see, our money situation is still not great, which is why we couldn't take part in more trades, unfortunately, but what are you gonna do, you know? I'll tell you what I am gonna do. I'm gonna angle us a little bit further east, because we're kind of drifting a little bit north, and we don't want to be doing that too much. Oh, let's see here. How's the wind looking for us? The wind's looking kind of alright, actually. Let's go ahead and check our course. Oh, that was too far east. Hold on. There we go. That should be about good. Go ahead and check our telltales. We can probably close the rear sill a little bit. Probably to about there, I'd say. Which is kind of about... We can probably close it a little bit more, honestly. Probably one more tug? Yeah, there we go. And we'll go ahead and close the sky a little bit as well. There we go. Now, this boat does like to drift, depending on how you have it trimmed with the sail. So as you can see at the moment, we're currently drifting a little bit to the north, and we don't really want to do that too much. So we'll just go ahead and steer a little bit. There we go. And we'll see if that'll hold us. And we'll keep tabs on that throughout the course of the journey. However, in the interim, let's go ahead and talk about our there's a major update that dropped in the last since the last time I recorded an episode. So let me walk you through the patch notes. The biggest thing is that the Aestrin region, there's 3 new islands, which is very exciting. There's also new trade goods and items available for purchase. There's cooking pots so you can make stews, so the food system has been expanded. More fruit's been for sale. Cargo transport service is now available in Sunspire, which is one of the Aestrin region islands. And a couple of bug fixes. List of trade goods in the trade menu has been reordered, so that way similar trade goods are grouped together, which is a very good change in my opinion. Because they're kind of all over the place. However, the one thing that I have noticed that I'm not too much of a fan of is that they've kind of gotten rid of the amount of the page counter for the amount of pages that are there, which, I mean, there's always been 5, and there probably won't be more than 5 till it gets added later, but I do kind of want to see that come back, not for any other reason than it just kind of feels weird without it. I could also see that some people would just be like, oh, this is the first page is like, oh, this is the only trade goods that we have available, so. But yeah, we'll go ahead and turn our lamp off there. Still tracking pretty good. We're good on food, we're good on water. We really just kind of gotta ride the waves. Around noon, we're gonna be taking our readings for navigation. But honestly, it should be a pretty easy run up to Fort Aestrin, because it's really just point the boat northeast and kind of let her go. So as long as we don't get blown off course by a storm, or we royally mess up the navigation, like we're probably going a little bit too east at the moment, it should be a relatively easy voyage up to Aestrin. And we will know when we get there a little bit, because the water will kind of change color. It'll be very subtle, but it is noticeable. It's not as noticeable as when you get down to the Emerald Archipelago, because that way the water just gets green. But there is a noticeable change when we get there, so. Let's see here. How are we looking with our telltales? We're looking good. We've got some good speed on us. And we really can't complain about anything, which is a good sign. One of the YouTube comments suggested that we look into a couple of upgrades for the Sanbuq, and I completely agree with that. There's a bigger rudder option that we can use to help improve maneuverability, and we want a, oh, what did he call it? I forget what it's called at the moment. Give me a quick second if you don't mind. Let's take a look-see here, down over here. We should put in let's see here, a jib sail, there we go. I didn't want to get the name of it wrong. But basically that goes on the, whoops, as you can see from the spar that's going out the front of the boat all the way up to the first mast there's a little rope there, and what we can do is we can put a sail on there, and that'll help our stability and our tracking, which will just mean that we kind of go straight through the water a lot easier than if we were to do it without it. But yeah, so that will definitely be upgrades that we look into when we get to Aestrin. And we're going to be spending quite a bit of time in the Aestrin region, I'm not going to lie, just because I want to explore the islands. So we're not going to say, oh, we got the big boat, we're going to go straight to big boat activities, only do big ocean voyages. I think we're going to go ahead and explore all the islands in the Aestrin region before we go ahead and move our way down to the Emerald Archipelago. Then we'll do the same in the Emerald Archipelago, and then I think we'll probably do a couple of circuits, and then we'll see if we can try to find the Firefish Lagoon. And then once we get down to the Firefish Lagoon, we'll probably come back up to here, do another circuit or two, maybe look into a brig at that point, potentially. Maybe one of the other big ships that are in the game. And then we'll go ahead and see if we can find the secret. And if you know what the secret is, don't spoil it for anybody. But yeah, there's a real big secret in the game, and we just kind of gotta find it. So hopefully we'll be able to find that with relative ease. We're still going the right direction, which is a good sign. How's our time looking? Just before 10. Alright, fair enough. Maybe we can do some fishing. As I carelessly chucked my rod on the ground over here. Let me go ahead and put another fishing hook on her. F to attach. There we go. Oh, there we go. I mean, may as well do some fishing, right? We don't got much else to do. And then we can probably go ahead and... Ooh, I've dropped the rod. I've dropped the rod. Well. Hmm. Never mind. I guess we're not gonna be doing some fishing. So, hopefully our crate of cheese lasts us. But I'm not too confident at the current second. Let me, I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, you know what? It's part of the adventure. So now we really have a time limit before we go ahead and get to Aestrin. If we really needed to, we do have, like I said, we do have a couple of boxes of dates that we could break into if we really needed to. We don't want to, but we also don't want to starve to death, you know what I mean? Just in case our cheese does die on us. I also need some more storages and tables for the area back here. Like, I'm thinking another one of these, and we could start holding charts and manuals and things. Because we are going to get 2 more of these maps, potentially 3 more of these maps, and we need places to put those, so. I'm thinking another table here, maybe another one back here, honestly, as well. Because we also need to figure out how the food works. With like the preserving and the drying racks and the smoking and all that. Because I'm not entirely sure. And we'll be figuring that out as we kind of go along here. A little bit of a course correction. And I think that should do us. What time is it? Just before 11. Well, alright. Well, there's really not too much we can do at the moment, so, YouTube, I guess I'll catch up with you again when we, take the map reading. Oh, right about. And now. And that was just past the 3 mark there. So we're gonna divide that, so 15 divided by 4. What is that, 15 divided by 4? 3 and a bit-ish? 3 and a bit-ish, we are looking at about 33 on the map. So we're kind of looking right around here, and right around 34 or 33. So we're somewhere around here-ish. on the map. So we might want to take our course a little bit more north, honestly. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. Probably run about here for a day, and that should even us out. See if we can put our clock onto a nicer... Wow, okay, that's really not playing ball. Come on. I just want you in line, bro. Come on, man, why you gotta do this? Alright, you know what? We're gonna put this back to where it was. Alright, maybe we're not gonna put it back to where it was. Maybe we'll put it... there. Nope. There. Honestly, that works. That's good enough for me. So we'll go ahead and leave that there. And what we might do, my good friends on YouTube, is I might say I will check in with y'all in a little bit here, because there's really not too much going on. We can't even go fishing anymore, so I'll let you know how much time passes, and I'll probably check in with you. I don't know, I might check in with you guys before we go to bed in the night, so yeah, I will see y'all very shortly. Oh, it is. It doesn't look like a beautiful day, that's for sure. It looks a bit cloudy, doesn't it? That's not a great sign. How are the winds looking? Because that will... The winds are looking crazy, is the best way to put that. Oh, that's not good. Those clouds are forming quickly. Well, YouTube, I guess welcome back. You join us on the evening of, right before the storm appears to start. The wind is kind of going crazy. Our sails are all pointed all which way, every single which way and everything. So we'll go ahead and tighten those up, see if we can scrub a little bit of speed out before the storm actually hits. That should be about good. How are we looking on tracking? We are not doing too great there. So we'll see if we can straighten her up a little bit. So our biggest issue for today, our biggest concern, right, is that we have to take I steered too much because I was talking and not paying attention. Is that we have to take our noon reading for our location, our position, with the shadow of the sun. And that may be a little bit difficult if the sun is behind clouds. Right? You know, it may not be, but it may be mildly difficult to do if the sun's behind clouds. Oh, we are getting big waves now, too. Alright. We also need to let go of the wheel, thank you. We also need to pull this back a little bit more, just so that way we can keep our trim a little bit nicer. How are we looking? It's not storming yet. So, you know, as not great as this is, it could be worse. So I guess YouTube, I'll let you go. I'll bring you back in if it decides to start raining. Until then, we'll just be sitting out here riding the waves and hoping for the best. So I will see you guys very shortly. Oh, that storm's getting close though, that's for sure. Oh, the rain's starting. And we're getting dragged in. See if we can turn away. If we can just clip the outside there, that would be kind of perfect. Because then we could use the storm front to our advantage. Alright, we'll see if we can keep our course here. Oh, we might be alright actually. Oh, there's lightning there too. Alright, YouTube, you may actually still be here with us. Because this does look kind of nasty. But you know what that means when things turn nasty. That's right. It's screenshot time. Also, the boat went in between the troughs of the wave there, and I thought it just sank right out from underneath us. Thankfully, that was not the case, but, you know, it's kind of worrying. Oh, how we doing, how we doing? It's definitely catching up to us, that's for sure. We might still be okay. If we can keep going. I don't wanna say we're outrunning it, but it does appear to be further off that way than it does that way, which is a good sign. Because the wind's blowing directly that way, right? So if we can use that wind to our advantage to make sure that we don't get caught in that storm, we'll be good to go. We have started steering a little bit further to the north though, which isn't too great. Also, I need to drink some water. We may as well go ahead and drink a lot of water, because if the storm starts to get hairy, we don't want to have to worry about letting go of the wheel. Let's see here. It is getting closer. I'm trying to think the best course of action here, because if the storm starts getting too bad, we need to put the sails up a little bit. Let's see here, let's see here, let's see here. What time is it? 9 o'clock. I think we might be stuck in the storm for our noon reading, which isn't great. Tell you what also isn't great is the size of these waves. Not good at all. Half the time I feel like we're good, the other half the time it looks like it's coming straight at us. I mean, it is coming straight at us, but like if we're gonna intersect with it or not. I think we might have just
oh, hi, Mark.
been able... Hey, what's up, Icocolo? How you doing? Good to see you, homie. Hope you're doing well. We're currently facing down the barrel of a storm here. Also, I've seen your 2 most recent videos have been posted, and I've added those to the queue, and I'm gonna be going through them here. Probably gonna be watching them tomorrow, honestly, while I'm editing this one. So I'm very much looking forward to those 2 videos. But I hope you're doing well, Hobie. Oh, we're starting to get kinda sketchy on the depth there. Oh, that was concerning. And the clouds are gathering a little bit more. We might have to start putting the sails up. How... Let's see here. If we go down below... We're still dry down below. We can actually turn that light off for now to save on candles. I think we gotta put the sails up to at least half. Because things are starting to get too sketchy to not do that at the current moment, honestly. Put you up, there we go. And that should keep us a little bit safer. Also, we might want to do that a little bit, and we might want to do that a little bit. And we'll see if we can ride the waves here. Oh, but it's getting close. It's getting real close. I want to see if we can get a screenshot with the lightning in the background, because that would be a sick thumbnail, let's be honest. My hands weren't on the button. That was such a good one too. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. I'm prepped. I'm ready. Give me some more lightning, Thor. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, give me something good. It was behind us. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, you know what? We've gotta pick our angles. We've gotta pick our angles, and I feel like this is a good angle. Alright. Of course, now that we're here, it's not gonna give it to us. I just know. Come on. Hit me, Thor, one more time. He's not putting out. Thor is not putting out. I missed it again. Just keep your hands on the button. Keep your hands on the button. And don't fucking miss it this time. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. Alright. Give me one. Give me one. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. I know. Content, right? Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. I've got the... Yes, dude. I think we might have gotten it. I think we might have gotten it. We won't know until later, but I think we might be okay. Alright, speaking of which, we should probably drive the boat. That might be useful. We are actually still going the right way, so that we're kind of doing alright in the storm. No water down below either, so we're doing surprisingly well, honestly. It's just about to be noon. And something tells me there's not enough sunlight to take a navigational reading. We can just see the faintest little dot. Just on the... If you look between the two lines there, between the line that goes directly north-south and the line that's on the left side, there's the faintest little shadow in the middle. We'll see if it pays out for us. Of course, the lightning does keep flashbanging us. When we're trying to get a screenshot with the lightning, there's no lightning. When we don't want the screenshot with the lightning, there's lightning everywhere. Oh, I'm starting to lose the needle. There it is, there it is. I think that's about it, honestly, so we'll go ahead and check the clock. It says that we're at 10, but I don't believe that we're at 10. Because if we're at 10, we divide that by 4, we're going to be at 2. Actually, we might be at 2. And then that was right about 35, so we're looking at 35.2, which puts us... standing inside the map is where it puts us, apparently. Which puts us 35, which is right here, the same latitude as Happy Bay. So that puts us right about here. Which, if that's the case, then we kind of need to go almost straight north. Which we can do. So we shall. And we are kind of actually doing that, so we're doing alright. That is big fair. Wiki wiki. Alright. Turn that lamp off. 17%. Not great. Ah, beautiful day. Really is a nice day on the ocean today. By any chance, can we see Mount Malefic anywhere in the distance? I don't think so, but it's nice to check. Just in case. And that's going to be the big rock formation that we're looking for when we are in the Fort Aestrin region. I'm not seeing it. Good enough, good enough, good enough. This lamp can be turned off. Now did I turn you off? I did turn you off. Very good. Make sure we're still going the right direction, in which we are. We just got another day of vibing. Let's see here, we've got just about 4 hours till noon. Let's see here, the wind has shifted a little bit, unfortunately not entirely in our favor. So we have slowed down quite a bit compared to the last 2 days. Yeah, you can hear the sails luffing above us, which isn't great. But what we can do... Oh yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. If we pull them back enough, they should flip around. There we go, and now they should be in our favor again. And we should be picking up speed. Oh yeah, look at that. Wake lines are going way out instead of just close. So we are doing well, my friends. We'll get a more accurate reading till at noon. But when we last took a measurement, we were right about here on the map. So our current course of north-northeast is actually pretty good. So we'll see where we are. Words. We'll see where we are specifically today at noon. I'm hoping to be right around here-ish, just about. I would like to be right around here-ish, but I'm thinking we're going to be right around here-ish. And we've got to be really careful with the sun, because if we're if it hits, if the shadow is directly on the line at noon, then and we can't see Mount Malefic, that just means that we just need to go straight north, which actually isn't a bad thing. But we just kind of need to keep our eye out for that. At the current moment, we still have a good heading north-northeast, so we should be all right actually. And yeah, this is the time that I would go fishing if I had a fishing rod and didn't throw it over the boat. It was like real close to Oasis too. It was probably the saddest thing I've seen in at least 12 hours, you know. Also, we need another table, because this stuff just kind of being strewn about everywhere is... Oh, do you fit there? Oh my god, you do. Incredible. There you go. Stay there. I'm now worried that you're gonna fall off if I use... Okay, now, there we go, there we go, there we go. Because we don't really need to open the... we don't really need to move the thing. The box of cheese. There we go. Oh my god. My brain is braining today. Holy. Alright, time check. Just before 11. Or 10. I can read. But we're still doing well. Oh, that's a good moonshot. I don't know if this will come out, but screenshot noise warning nonetheless. Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Well, it's not gonna work underwater, that's for sure. There we go. Maybe a little bit more zoom. We're underwater again. There we go, there we go, there we go. Roll for me, boat. Nope, underwater. Come on. Screenshot noise warning in 3, 2, 1. Nice. I hope that turned out. Because that would be a good screenshot. I also really hope the screenshot with the lightning turned out, because that would be real good. We are currently going straight north, which might not be a terrible thing actually. I thought I just jumped into the ocean. Oh my god, staircase, why have you scared me this way? Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. But knowing that we're going straight north, anything out that way? Not that I'm noticing. Alright, maybe we should start going a little bit more northeast. Well, these big waves are not fun with the small rudder. Come on, steer a little bit. I know you want to. Alright, fine. If you make me do it this way, I'll do it this way. Intentionally de-trim just to steer. If that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Leave that there. And can we... Yeah, you... Too far off to get a good reading. Mildly annoyed at myself that I missed our time slot in order to find the, in order to take our navigation. Have I ever played Dredge? I have not played Dredge. I've seen it quite a few times, but I would absolutely love to play it at some point. We probably will at some point, honestly. Oh, yes! Thank goodness it's down to an even number when it's at 10, so it doesn't even matter anymore. But, hey. Scale of 1 to 10, how fast would you be if you fell off your ship? So you can always swim faster than your boat can go. It's only on very rare occasions that you can't catch up to it when swimming. However, sometimes when you fall off the boat at night and you don't like have any lights on or anything, like say like I turned all the lights off and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go down here and go to sleep, and I accidentally just like jumped off the edge for some reason, I would we might be a bit screwed. Can we go for a dip? A very fast dip, but I'll say yes. Wait, fantastic. Our boat. I may have made a mistake. Oh, nope, jumping speeds you up. Alright, never mind, we're good. Hey, you know what? We learned something today. And it turns out, you swim faster when you're jumping. That's a noted right there, if I've ever seen one. But we are good to go. We gotta spice up the journey somehow, you know? If I were to wager a guess, I'd say we're like right about here-ish. But we will know for sure at noon. Which is in about 5 hours. The onions had it when I ate it yesterday. Okay. Then you're probably fine. Probably. Yeah, it's fine. Probably fine. Oh, we need to drink water. Alright, hold on. Drink. Let's see here. You're gonna die? What do you mean you're gonna die? What happened? Also gonna turn us northeast again. Just in case. Alright, we're gonna lock you there. How are our sails looking at the current moment? You are offset from the rear sail, so we'll go ahead and do that so we can get more turn. Oh, nothing? Okay, phew. Uh-oh. That doesn't... Hi, Dan. Hello. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Vandy. Hi, Hat. Oh, hi, YouTube. That's true. YouTube might be here. I don't know. This will be a very interesting, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Vandy. We needed that. This will be a very interesting YouTube video, because this will be the first one that'll be, like, proper long form that I'm gonna have to cut down. Because all the other ones, right, we've done, like, 1 or 2 journeys, we've been able to cut and chop from there. But this will be... I'm kind of looking forward to the challenge of this one. Because I don't know how it'll be editing-wise, you know what I mean? Because there's no, like, direct narrative at the current moment. I mean, granted, it's not like the other ones had direct narrative either. But, like, there's no,
hi, Mark.
obvious cut points. I know, riveting gameplay. I'll tell you what, though, Vandy, you said you got the ratio right? I'll cheers to that, brother. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff. Also, more emotes are coming. I just need to figure out how the hell to make the program that I've been using work properly. And then I can get properly started on them. Because I was trying to do... This past Sunday, also it's solar noon. What time is it? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. That's beautiful. It was at the 10, so we divide that by 4, which gives us about 2.5. Which puts us right about... I want to say... Like right about here-ish on the map. Kind of in this quadrant here. So we're kinda good at the current moment. Just going northeast. I do kind of want to stick it a little bit more. No, you know what? We're fine. If we mess with it, we'll fuck it up. So we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright. Do me well, Spyglass. What do you see? What do you know? Pick a color. Are we sticking with like the standard colors, or do we have like full range of hex codes? Mount Malefic, where the hell are you, buddy? I'm starting to get kind of concerned. Holy hell, what was that? Hydrate. Hydrate. Alright. I can hydrate. That's a good idea. I like that. I'll tell you what, this time though. Do we do another shot and then some water? I mean, f it, there's nothing else to do at sea, right? Cheers. 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 This YouTube video is gonna go so downhill so quickly. Like, it's gonna start and it'll be like, oh, nice and normal. And then it'll be like, what the f happened to this dude? Well, you see, fun fact. I blame my guy at Maker's Mark. Cheers. Hell yeah. Alright, now some water.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
Going into lurk mode, my friend. Roger that. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here with us. Hope you enjoyed your time. And I'm looking forward to watching your videos here. I'll probably be watching them tomorrow when I'm editing. So I'm looking forward to those. Now if only we could see where the fuck Mount Malefic is. Anyway. Hell yeah. Good shit. This game just needs more content on it, honestly. And I'm glad that it's like finally being made, you know? Because like for the longest time it was what's the Scottish dude's name who does it? It was the Scottish dude, it was SimGamer TV, and then it was Dalton for the longest time, and like that was it. Shipwreck Sean, yeah, that's his name. But yeah, like I'm glad that there's finally getting to be like more of this game, you know what I mean? Fuck yeah, we definitely need to spread this alien culture. Oh, sundial, sundial, sundial. Right about now, and if we look now at the clock, oh, we have done quite well, because that was just about 5, which puts us at 1, and what I forgot to look at again was where it was on here. It was probably about 38, so negative 138 puts us right about there-ish, actually. That's way too zoomed in to be useful, I'm sorry. Here, hold on. Let's see here. So if down at the bottom is -1, and then you can follow that line up to where 38 is, and we basically just have to go almost directly northeast again. So we're actually doing quite well, honestly. Bonk. And then we'll have to let the ad friends know what they missed here. Also, we're going straight north, and we don't want to be going straight north. But that's okay. That's okay. So that means... oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What I'm thinking that's going to mean is that we're going to be... I think we're going to have to crack into open one of those boxes of dates. Because there's really not too much we can do, honestly. Like, we've got 2 or 3 pieces of cheese left, I think. And 2 pieces of cheese last us a day. And we probably have at minimum another day and a half before we see Mount Malefic at this point, and then probably another day after we see it. But hopefully the wind picks up to speed up the process a little bit, but we'll see. The only thing we don't want is we don't want a storm tomorrow, because that would be bad. That would be real bad. Because then we wouldn't be able to take our navigational readings, and we'd just be kind of flying blind. And if the fog is too bad with the rain, we just won't be able to see Mount Malefic. And we kind of need to be able to see Mount Malefic. That would be useful. Well, let's go ahead and eat some cheese, grommet. Delicious. Incredible. Cheese. Christ. Alright. Break of dawn. Do we see anything on the horizon? No. We do not. Well, make sure we're still going the right direction. We are mostly going the right direction. Let's see here. Take a look with our spyglass here. So if we could get some Snoop spyglasses in chat, just because the spyglass is out, that's literally the only reason. Hell yeah, thank you, Hit. Can we? Thank you, Coconut. Can we see Mount Malefic? We just see a lot of boat. Well, fair enough. It's a very interesting cloud. Very long, very thin. You would think there was airplanes or something. We can't see anything. We can turn that light off though, and we may as well go ahead and turn this light off. One last look before we go to sleep again. I was really expecting to see it when we woke up, I'm not gonna lie. We do appear to be going mostly east though, which I don't think that I really want to do. I think I want to keep us going northeast. Try to find that color? Oh yeah. Brilliant blue, alcohol marker. Alright, I think we'll be able to keep our course if we do that. And, well, we're gonna go back. We need to drink some water. And then, I really don't want to do this, but we kind of gotta. We're gonna go up front here and grab a box of dates. Bring this up. We'll go ahead and pop you there, I guess. Fine, yeah, open it, eat the dates. Delicious. Then we'll go back down below. Turn the light off. And we'll go back to sleep for a couple hours. P5 aubergine. Bum. Bum. Coco, think like the night sky, like just before the grayness of morning is added. Oh, I guess aubergine kind of is that color actually, because aubergine's an eggplant, isn't it? So I think like that actually is the color, yeah. Then yeah. Alright, what time is it? Please don't tell me we slept through noon. Oh, thank goodness. It's just about 11. Alright, can we see anything? Nope, just the moon. The moon's teasing us. I thought the moon was Mount Malefic. We still can't see anything. Still cannot see anything. Alright, okay. Are we still going the right direction? Yes. Alright, that's good enough, you know? As long as we're going the right direction. We'll get there eventually. I really expected that one box of cheese to last us. Oh, but you know what? The last time I did this journey, it was before the food update. So that probably got changed a little bit. Fair enough. Also, we need to pull these a little bit tighter. So that way we can gain some speed. There we go. That'll speed us up a little bit. Mount Malefic, where are you? It's gonna be very difficult not to make the title of this YouTube video "Where the f*** is Mount Malefic?" Because I feel like that's been what we've been doing for a while. Is asking ourselves, where the f*** is Mount Malefic? Good. Just about... Not yet, not yet, not yet. Hold, hold, hold. Now. Clock, what do you say? Alright, we need to go straight north. Because that was 0. So because we hit the solar noon, which was the shadow on the line at directly 0, that means that we are... Because the clocks, like Greenwich Mean Time basically, in this game is set for Fort Aestrin. And because Fort Aestrin's where we're going, the fact that we haven't seen Fort Aestrin, but we're at 0... for solar noon, we just need to go straight north. Because I believe the shadow also said that we were around 39-ish on the sundial there. Drink, 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 drink. And wind, how you doing? Straight that way. Fair enough. Pop you there. I believe that was 2 rotations. Yup. One more. There we go. And then a little bit further to the right. And we should be okay. Hopefully. Yeah, we appear to be tracking true. Yeah, we just need to go north. So north we shall go. Because realistically, if you look at the map here, right? Oh, maybe it moved a little bit. I think it might have, you know. We need to go north, north, northeast, actually, instead of just straight north. Well, alright, fair enough. And then, we should be okay. Resume time? Hell yeah, good luck! Always a fun time trying to figure out resume bullshit. Never easy, that's for sure. Hey! Can I stand on that? I actually don't know. Hui! Yes! Good. Nice. Not that that does anything for us, but you know. Just a fun thing to do, you know? Where on earth is Mount Malefic? I wish to see your beautiful mountainside. Yes! Yes! No, 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 there it is! There it is! There it is! There it is! Is it? Is it? Is it? Please don't tell me it was just schmutz on my screen again. Wave, go away. No, that's definitely something on the horizon at the top right corner of the screen. Yes, 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 dude, yes, yes. Which is right about there-ish. I think it's just outside of the view box at the current moment for the binoculars. The binoculars, the spyglass. Come on, dude, show up, show up, show up on the screen. It's just outside of view. But if I go into third-person mode, just on the top right side of the screen, the very faintest little triangle is sticking out of the ocean. So we're doing well, we're doing well, we're doing well. Heave the boat a little bit. Come on, turn. Yes, no, we can see it now, we can see it now. Hey, go out, go away, wave. Brother, what the f? Why is it visible from the naked eye but not from the spyglass? How does that make any goddamn sense? No, there it is, there it is, there it is. See it? That right there? That little tiny prick on the horizon? Yes, dude, yes. It also doesn't move. It stays at the same spot when I move my... We're in, we are so in. We're headed the right direction and everything. I know it is a tiny prick. Tiny prick, goddamn Mount Malefic, tiny prick. But that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's what we want, that's what we want, that's what we want. Hell yes, brother. We should celebrate with a drink of wine. Amazing. Thank goodness. I was starting to get legitimately concerned, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not concerned about the food situation because we do still have 2 more boxes of dates that we could crack into if we really needed to. But I'm still not how quickly scurvy takes you, which is kind of concerning. Yeah. We can sleep a little bit more until it yells at us that we need food and water. Oh, never mind. It's not going to let us sleep because we're not tired. Alright, cool. Good talk, good talk, good talk. What time is it? Like 4:30 in the morning. Alright, well, that's not useful. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and run in circles. Which does actually deal with our food and water bar. Or sleep bar, sorry. Of course, that didn't really do anything. Oh, yes! No, it's there! Yes, good, good. And that there, I believe, is Fort Aestrin. It may not be Fort Aestrin, actually, because, the map's different. But that's for sure Mount Malefic. And I'm 80% sure that's Fort Aestrin. Or is that Fort Aestrin? That does seem a lot closer. That might be Fort Aestrin. I don't know. That's the only issue with there being an update to the game, is that I don't know which island is the island you're looking for. Also, my friends, there's an ad starting in 3 minutes, just so you know. We're still quite a ways away, so I don't think you'll be missing anything. But just so you know that there is an ad starting soon. Which island is it? This one or this one? Or that one? Huh. Let's... And there's no way to get a map either. I'm gonna... That looks small. I'm gonna say it's this one? Those clouds kind of showed up really quickly, so hopefully it's not planning on storming. I don't remember what Fort Aestrin looked like from afar either, which kind of sucks. Now, do I go to the wiki and look at a map, or do we just vibe? You know what? I think we just vibe. It's part of the adventure if we go to the wrong spot first. Granted, if we go to the wrong spot first, we won't be able to afford a map. It'll be fine. We'll work it out. I'm 98% sure. No, I'm not even gonna say 98% sure. I'm 80% sure it's this island. But it could be the island that's currently behind that wave, so that one right there. But Mount Malefic is right behind the sun. Oh, we need to drink water and we need to eat food. Fair enough. Drinking, drinking, drinking. Let's see here. Eat some more dates. And we can go ahead and turn a little bit further this way. Now the question is, will we be able to get there today? Or will we be... or is it another day away still? I'm thinking it might end up just being another day away, unfortunately. Also, the ad break is about to start, my friends, just so you know. I think that's it right in front of us. But again, I don't know what the new islands look like, so those could be the new islands. Alright, hold on. Let's look at this map here. Alright. So Mount Malefic is right there at the bottom right of the Aestrin region. Fort Aestrin is the one to the right and to the middle. Or to the left and to the middle. So it goes Mount Malefic, and then as we rotate left, anti-clockwise, there's an island there, a tiny island, and then Aestrin. So if we were to look at that from what we can see here, Mount Malefic is on the right, so that's Mount Malefic. I believe that right there is the tiny island, which I believe makes that cluster there Fort Aestrin. But I suppose we'll find out as we get closer. Also, we can go ahead and turn that lamp off. We can go down here and turn this lamp off. Candles don't grow on trees, you know. I mean, they are beeswax candles, and I guess beehives do grow on trees. Maybe candles do grow on trees. Either way, the money to make the candles, the money to buy the candles doesn't grow on trees. You can be let out all the way, as can you. Nice. Just increase our speed a little bit. I think it is going to be another day, unfortunately. I mean, granted, it's been this long. What's another day, really? Whoa. So I guess we should be okay. Alright, what time is it in game here? Just after 8 o'clock. In which case, we're gonna go ahead and sleep real quick. Just to kind of reset our sleep bar. And hopefully, we'll be good to go. Sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Alright, wakey wakey. That should have reset us a little bit nicely. Got a good 3 hours of sleep. Well, we're getting close enough to start seeing definition in the islands. And now that we're getting closer, I'm starting to think that the island just currently above the mast right now is where we're going. But I don't know. It really, when we get closer and closer still, it'll depend on where they are in relation to each other. Sorry, brain lag. But the new islands look crazy. There's so many of them. And I said, Oh, and the wind shifted on us, which is kind of rude, but that's fine. We'll do you a half turn, and we'll move you a half turn. That should give us enough speed. To speed! Can we see which of those islands is closer? Not yet. I'm thinking that might be Sunspire in the back, though. I don't know. Everything that I knew about this region is all gone cattywampus. Because of the new update, which is incredibly exciting. Wait, can I see a bridge? If I can see a bridge on that center island, that means that center island is Aestrin, because there's a bridge on Aestrin. I think that's it. I think that's what we're looking for. I believe that's it right there. Nope, this one. This one here, because there's the bridge. So that's the one that we need to aim for, that one right there. Alright, easy, easy, easy. See? Now that we're in the region, we can start doing visual navigation. Come on, turn, boat, turn. Oh, I see why it looks kind of weird. We're coming at it from almost directly east. Alright, that should be about good. I thought we were approaching it from the south, but we're actually approaching the Aestrin region from the east. Which is why I thought it was this island here instead of the island it actually is. But yeah, dude, we're getting there, we're hella close. Let's see here, can I get a good screenshot with the islands in the background? Yeah, screenshot warning, my friends, screenshot warning. You're gonna hear the annoying Steam screenshot noise in a couple of seconds. Probably right about now. Oh, this is exciting. This is so exciting. We're seeing new islands for the first time. That island right there is brand new. Which looks kind of very exciting, because it looks like it's got big buildings on it, which is kind of cool. The weird looking rock formations outside. And that's big waves, so we can't see anything there. But that also looks like a really cool island. Ooh, this is exciting! This is exciting! As exciting as this is, I'm almost more excited for next week's stream of this, because then we actually get to explore some of the new islands. Which will be hella fun. Sorry, I just yawned. Oh, we can actually like see the beaches of that island just about. Oh, I cannot wait to explore this area. Oh, it's gonna be such a good time. It's gonna be such a good time. Well, we may as well spend some time cleaning the boat off a little bit while we're waiting. We don't want to clean too much in here, in the hold area, because it'll just get... We'll clean that when we get everything out of the boat. There we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, looking better already. Then we gotta do that little back corner there. There we go. The ceiling needs to be done. There we go. Nice. Ah, very good, very nice, very clean. Oh yeah, look at this. A lot of dirt got on the boat. Go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. There's really no real point to this other than just looking nice. 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 Now we need to do the gunnel walls. There we go. This side. And down below. There we go. There we go. I know, riveting gameplay. It's probably more riveting than the staring at the sundial though, that's for sure. Can you be... Yeah, there you go. Nice. Very nice. And broom, you can go back to your little broomy spot. There you go. I mean, we don't want to be rocking into the Fort Aestrin, our first visit to a brand new region with a dirty boat, you know what I mean? Break time, hell yeah. Hope it's going easily enough for you. We've just cleaned our boat, so that way we can look presentable when we come into port. Whenever we end up coming into port, I guess. I don't know how long it's going to take. These islands are very large, so... Well, that one's quite close, actually. But these islands are very large, so I really don't know how far away they are from us. But I can't imagine it'll be... If we're not parked by the end of daylight today, we'll be parked by the end of daylight tomorrow, I believe. And we might even be... I was gonna say sooner than that, but it won't be sooner than that. Even as it is, I think it's already late afternoon. It's 3 p.m., so... And the sun, I think, usually goes down around 6 p.m. in game, so... However, we will... we might run the risk of overshooting. Which we don't want to do. But if I remember correctly, unless it's been changed, the harbor for Fort Aestrin is on the opposite side of the island from where we're currently facing, I believe. But I guess we'll find out soon enough then. But hopefully we'll be good. But I guess we'll see. YouTube, I presume you're with us. I haven't been saying goodbye and welcome back, because honestly, I don't know when I will be cutting in and out. I'll probably show you guys the navigation taking. You'll probably have seen some of the storm that we encountered. There's probably like 2 days though that have been cut out by this point, just because there was just nothing happening. It was a lot of singing about where Mount Malefic was, and that was pretty much all you've missed for those 2 days. Yeah. So, depending on how long this bit takes, I might cut you out here again and rejoin with you guys shortly. Because as tempting as all these other islands are to visit, we do actually need to go to Fort Aestrin first, because we don't have any money in this region's currency yet. And because we don't have any money in this region's currency yet, we can't really do anything in this region without that currency. And we need to buy food, we need to buy a fishing rod, because we chucked it in the ocean. I chucked it in the ocean. Chat had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry for grouping you in with me on that one, chat. But, yeah. But again, like, we can see the island, but I don't really know how far away we are. With the new update, I don't know what's been moved, what's been changed, or nothing, so... We need to eat food, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that. In case YouTube, you guys aren't aware, no, I'll probably leave the drama with the cheese in the video. Maybe. Because that does mean that I'm gonna have to diligently watch near enough 4 hours of my own video and me talking. It's really not a bad thing, honestly, but you know. Oh, I think we actually are closer than I thought we were. Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, we're definitely not going to be docked by the end of night tonight. And I kind of want to do this approach in the morning. So what we may do is we may get kind of close, and then we may put the anchor down, sleep the night, and then roll into port in the morning. Because we really don't want to be... I know it's kind of a meme that we do all like the parking and exciting things at nighttime, but I think we should actually legitimately be concerned about coming into a new region for the first time during the day, you know what I mean? Kind of boring to do it at night, really. We wouldn't be able to see any of the exciting things. Alright, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh yeah! Look at this! It's Aestrin! Go ahead and pull up the anchor. And you two, welcome back, I suppose. Welcome to just outside of Fort Aestrin. How's the wind looking? Oh, directly in front. Alright, I can work with that. We'll do that. We'll do this. Noise. And then we're trying to get... Ideally, we want to dock at the dockyard. Which I know you guys don't know where the dockyard is yet, but don't worry about that. It's right there-ish, on the where those cranes are, basically. Come on, turn, Turn, boat, turn. And I've heard rumors that there might be another ship here, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the case or not. It doesn't appear to be the case. But again, I'm not entirely sure. The brig is definitely here. That right there, that's the brig, and we'll take a closer look at that when we get parked up. Actually, we'll probably take a closer look at that in the next episode. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because I think this episode is just gonna be only the ocean voyage. Because we've been quick peek behind the scenes here, YouTube. We've been officially recording for 4 hours straight here, or streaming for 4 hours straight here on YouTube. We've been streaming on Twitch for 4 hours straight, and that's been the length of the journey to get here to the Fort Aestrin. So we're gonna see. I don't know how long the YouTube video is gonna be yet. Honestly, by the time that you've got to this point, if you've made it to this point, what a legend you are, honestly. I appreciate you immensely. Oh, we're actually kind of coming at this perfectly. Almost just about perfectly. Because we don't want to get stuck by that little jetty there. But we do need to get close enough to that jetty to get to a point where we can dock up and not miss. Because if we miss, we're kind of screwed. And I'm actually going to pull this up to about half sail, I'd say. Yeah, there we go. That's that way, that's fine. No. There we go, there we go. Okay, maybe like that much sail. Oh, we're almost here. Look at this, look at this, look at this. It's really not Ankh, and my mouse is acting up again when I really don't need it to, and YouTube is so confused as to what on earth I'm talking about with that. But basically, YouTube, I've got a wireless mouse, so if movement starts to look really choppy, it's most of the time it's because my mouse keeps disconnecting mid-movement. Alright, 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 alright. Perfectly into the dockyard. Come on. Come on. Pull you all the way up. Yes, good. You, all the way closed. Nice. Nice. Perfect. And then all the way to the right. There we go. Left. I know my directions. Of course I do. Oh my god, we're stepping foot on soil that isn't the Gold Rock region for the first time. This is an exciting day. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We made it. Our first proper big ocean voyage is complete. We have officially tied off in Fort Aestrin. This is very exciting. This is very, very, very exciting. Because there's so many new things here. And the reason why we parked here specifically is because of this flag right here and this lad right here. Because these guys, these are the shipwrights. So once we sell all of our things that we can sell, we can go ahead and start making modifications to the boat. And the modifications to the boat will allow us to do some more things. So let's go ahead and start getting things ready to drop off. And yeah. Mail. We did it! We did it! We made it all the way from Ankh! They don't seem to care, which is kind of rude. Alright, so we're going to turn all of our Ankh lions into Aestrin crowns. And there's 31. Wait, what on earth? Hold on, hold on. I always mess up this interface. It's kind of confusing. 10, 10, 20. There we go. Exchange. Nice. So now all of our money is now in Aestrin crowns. And we can go ahead and switch over to that currency. Nice. Oh, it's so exciting. And we're going to use the cart service because we may as well while we're here. Bum. Granted that I think there's only like 3 or 4 things on the boat, but you know, we're big boat people now, okay? We can use the cart. It's fine. Alright. Gold. Sculpture. Sculpture. Dates. Dates. Oh my goodness gracious, we've made it alive. Also, I'm gonna pick up that barrel of water, this empty crate, and this empty crate. My mouse is freaking out again. Come on, dude. Get your shit together, brother. And then we can come over here. And you, my friend, here's your gold, here's your first sculpture, and here's your second sculpture. And then all of this jazz, we can actually go ahead and take and pop there. The dates we can pop here. Our empty crates and barrels we can actually take over here, and we'll just pop these on the ground. Because we can sell those crates for some profit. Technically you can just chuck them overboard, but if you've got space on the boat, you can make some money back for them. Alright, so now we need to look for dates. Oh, interesting. So in the Gold Rock region, this 1 out of 5 wasn't here when we were in Oasis. It was just the numbers. And I thought that was part of the update. Also cider, that's a new trade good. Let's see here. Anything else in this list? New trade goods? I don't think so. Oh my god, look at how many islands there are here now. Let's see here. Dates, we can sell our dates. We've got 2 boxes of those. Oranges, I think, are new. Apples are definitely new. Ghost cheese, seafood, grain, rice, those are the same. Lamb, venison's new. Truffles, I believe, is new. Olive oil is new. Let's see here. Medicine, goods, books, tools, nails, lumber, logs, those are all the same. Copper, iron, sulfur. Sulfur's a new trade good. Marble's a new one, as is silver. And there's another thing of logs. Oh, logs, huge bundle. Nope, they're both the same. I thought one was a huge bundle and one was a smaller bundle. But that's not how it'd be. So yeah. YouTube, my friends. Actually, no, that's not true. We're not finished yet. Because we still gotta sell our... We still gotta sell our boxes, our empty boxes here. Yeah, see, it's 11 coins to sell an empty barrel. Which, technically in this region, 5 coins or 11 coins is nothing. What do you mean? Is there still cheese in here? No, there's not. Why do you lie? Yes, you can take that box, and then you can also take this box. 9 coins. Alright, I guess it really isn't the size that matters. But yeah, everybody, welcome officially to Fort Aestrin. And unfortunately, YouTube, my friends, this is where I'm gonna leave you for today. We've made the journey. We've made the journey. We are here, and my mouse and keyboard are freaking out again. My brothers, why are you doing this to me? I'm trying to make an outro. What are you doing? But we are currently here in Fort Aestrin. We are currently here parked at the... Oh, you can't really see anything from there. We are here parked at the dockyard in Fort Aestrin. So the next time you see me, YouTube, is going to be next week. And we are going to be outfitting our Sanbuq here. We're going to be putting on the bigger rudder. We're going to be adding a jib. And then potentially... we might do some more modifications to the Sanbuq. I don't know yet. It really kind of depends on how much the bigger rudder and the jib sail cost. But if we are going to be making any like sail modifications, we really won't be making those sail modifications until we get to at least the Emerald Archipelago. But also the plan for next week is we're going to be exploring around Fort Aestrin, and then finding a mission to another island in the Aestrin region, and then we're going to be exploring the Aestrin region for a couple of episodes, because there's brand new content here. There's a couple of new islands, and that'll be hella exciting. So YouTube, my friends, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, you may as well like, you may as well comment, you may as well subscribe, all that fun stuff. You hate hearing it, I hate saying it, but it does help. And with that, my friends, I will see you next time. Peace, peace!